going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We are here at Castle Performance in York, Pennsylvania, and we are of course standing in front of the M4, but more importantly, in there, in that open door right there, we are, well, not me, but I'm watching someone tune their BMW M3 lightweight. Now, if you don't know what that is, it is an E36 M3, very limited edition, 1 out of 100 cars ever made in the whole world by BMW. It was made specifically as a homologation special, so it's got some special wings and things like that. We're actually gonna walk around it, see what's special about it, and man, it's super cool. I like it when companies make special cars especially for the racetrack, and this is exactly what this is. So let's go ahead, take a close look. Let's talk to Jim out of Castle Performance, the owner, one of the owners of Castle Performance. He's gonna walk us around the whole car. He's gonna do some tuning to it. He's gonna see what extra power he can squeeze out of that engine. We're gonna have some fun, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Okay. All of them are white. S50 B30s.
How much power?
240. They would have come with this strap brace in the trunk. It typically would have an off-road use only sticker on it. Additionally, you can tell here that they have individual tags over here. So this did come through individual. All of them would have been white. All of them would have been equipped the exact same way. 7.5 front wheel, 8.5 rear wheel. No hood insulations. Nothing out here that unique. The front air damp, the wheels, the doors are aluminum doors. You can tell they're aluminum doors. They're different stampings. These dots coming through here, the way that they stamp through here, that does indicate that they're definitely the correct door. It's got the sill trim here, which is not carbon fiber. It's just a carbon fiber look.
It's got a little red in it too.
Yeah, and there's red in the carbon fiber trim inside. There's supposed to be a piece of carbon on that ashtray. There's one on the rear ashtray. But the front one, it looks like has delaminated. That was super common, that all of the carbon pieces would delaminate. It would typically not come with a stereo, but it was pre-wired. That's a true 95 head unit, which is nice. It does not have the AC button on the HVAC control unit.
Because there's no AC in it.
Because there's no AC in it. Out back here, lightweight wing. One thing that's kind of neat, it's just the rough stampings on the plastic uprights. They're a little crusty, but that's kind of the neat part about them. It's in the high position. All of them would have been shipped with a low wing, with a third brake light in it. Then there's no third brake light in the deck. So none of them would have had a third brake light in the deck. PTG prepped these. It is the same part number as the regular wing for the light itself, and then it's just routed in and epoxied in. That's as clean as they got. It's definitely not a BMW thing. This would have been done by PTG. It would have had the off-road use only sticker, I believe, on this side, which this guy saved it and put it here, which is kind of neat to see it. That would have been on all of the lightweight specific parts. It would have been on the strap brace, it would have been on the X brace, it would have been on the wing, and it would have been on a little plastic cup for the oil, the pickup, for the dual pan pickup and the dual pump pickup. No liner here, no toolkit.
Because usually they would bring a toolkit right here.
That's correct. Normally it'd have the toolkit there, but this is how these were all equipped. They would have had a protection foil here as well, which this one doesn't appear to have them anymore. See, everything down the side here is the way it would have been. The seatbelts in this car are not original. They would have just been standard black seatbelts.
These are just cool little red ones. It matches the interior with the red.
Yep.
Little red speckles here.
Red Hurricane material there. That is correct. As is the rear seat.
Is this original or no?
That's correct. Yeah. So they would all have that same plaque. There were different variants of these as far as the actual carbon trim. Different markets got different stuff. This one appears to have a different center console carbon piece, which normally would not have the rear window button on it. So maybe this was either after the fact that somebody changed it or they put power rear windows on it. I do not know. But normally it would have only the front 2 switches and not the cutout for 4. But they did do several different versions of that based off of different markets. The GT cars in Europe got them, and some other little stuff in Europe got them. And then they also did this in a version without the placard on it.
Oh, wow.
But not for this car.
So how many of these cars were made?
I think it's 125.
These are very rare cars. They're usually raced, right? They're usually taken to the track and raced.
Especially at the time, because they did them for homologation purposes so that they could get some of these parts.
For the race series of BTCC and all that stuff?
To get them illegal. So we'll see what it makes on power, and we'll go from there. It's not the first lightweight on this guy. We had another one, it was 198 wheeler.
Ooh, 198. So these engines were also chosen from the factory. They were actually hand-picked to make the highest horsepower, or so they say. We're here at Castle Performance. Let's see what it does.
I'll be right back.
So as I've said in previous videos, and I'll keep saying, one of the best parts about Castle Performance is that they do all of their tuning in-house. They have 2 guys that run the dyno. They know exactly what they're doing, especially with BMWs. They know so much that they actually have a naturally aspirated S50 engine from a BMW M3. This is a BMW lightweight we just saw. And we're actually going to see how much power is going to make stock. And we're going to try to make a little bit more. We'll see what it does. As we can see, it can hit around 200 horsepower. That's actually pretty good for a stock engine.
That's pretty forward. It needs a lot of fuel everywhere. It's running lean up. I don't know what tune's on it. Could be stock.
So as you guys saw right there, it's making around 200 horsepower stock. It had a chip already on it, a Turner Motorsport chip, which is right on top of it. Pretty cool. So in order to tune it, you have to take that chip off, obviously. He's gonna go ahead and emulate a chip. He connected it. He connects it to a computer, which is right over here. And he can basically emulate the chip and do whatever he wants. Once the final calibration is in, he makes 1 chip and he installs it there and he's got the final calibration. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20% increase in power, which is not bad, maybe 240. I would love to see 240 horsepower out of this thing just on a tune. That'd be super cool. All right, let's see what it does. So Jim found an issue with the mass airflow sensor. He's troubleshooting it right now. It's part of tuning. Hopefully it's a simple fix. Well guys, they did a whole bunch of dyno pulls. I think he did like 15 of them. Unfortunately, we could not figure out, or he could not figure out, the MAP sensor issue. Something's wrong with the airbox itself, so they're gonna replace the airbox. They're gonna replace the airbox, they're gonna replace the mass airflow sensor. They're gonna go ahead and put everything back basically to stock. It's using some aftermarket parts in there, so that could be throwing some things off. So they're gonna go back to stock on the M3 parts. They're gonna see what it runs, and hopefully they'll see around 230 horsepower. Even with problems, it was all the way up to already 215-ish. That's not too bad, and like I said, and that's with a lot of problems. The biggest problem was that after about 5,000 RPMs, the air-fuel ratio was kind of off, and it wasn't giving it any more fuel. Some kind of sensor was kind of throwing something off. So, like I said, back to stock, and they're gonna run it again. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's gonna be a few more videos from Castle Performance. It's an awesome shop here. Come check them out here in York, Pennsylvania. They're about 2 hours from my house. Right now I'm getting a wheel bearing done to my 335D. That's why I'm here today. And hopefully I'll be back soon with another car. I won't share yet what it is, but a lot of you probably have an idea. Thanks for watching again. Peace out.